What's going on, people? It's that dude named Dave. I am back. Welcome to the tap-in. Hey, we've been having some StreamYard problems today, guys. StreamYard had an outage. It is just now coming back up right now. So I need y'all help right now, right? Because I'm trying to get everything set up here and everything got knocked out with StreamYard. It's not just StreamYard had an issue. Anything that had like a Google Cloud, you know, has been down like across the whole world today. So press a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Press 2 if you can't. Let's go. We getting started here. How's everybody doing? Oh man, you guys see the title and the thumbnail. I wasn't planning on doing a Kendra reaction today, but y'all emailed it to me and said, yo, that dude, won't you go and holler at this? So we gonna get into it. Another Kendra follower, Kendra guest, giving her the right act. Oh my God, it's going down, guys. It's going down. We gonna react to it. Women on women violence. They don't talk about that, do they? When the women go at each other, when the violence reigns supreme amongst each other. Oh, they don't want us to talk about that, you know. So we're gonna get into it in 1 second here, guys. So give me a moment as I am getting set up here. Oh man, StreamYard just had a whole bunch of jankiness today, guys. Stop me from what I'm trying to do. I tried to do a lot of things today and I couldn't get it done, trying to get back on this YouTube grind. All right, give me 1 second here. All right. Hope everybody's having a good tap-in Thursday. Yeah, as we're gonna get started here this afternoon, this evening here, let me get the particulars out the way, then we'll get this started here. You guys know what you guys do here and how to support the channel, okay? We monetize. These lives don't pay for themselves here. So you know what you guys can do here? Super chat, super thanks, super stickers. You know we got the ticker down below, $ that dude named Dave. Also, guys, if you ain't got no money, you ain't got no dough, I get it, times are hard, right? So, but you still gotta do some shopping, right? So if you need to do some shopping, I have affiliate links for Temu. That's right, we rock with Temu. We're an affiliate sponsor here. If you go in the description box below, download the Temu app, and then on your first purchase, get 30% off. You know what I mean? And then we got a second affiliate link. So after that first purchase, we also have the additional $100 coupon special so you can go ahead and get your splurge on. Look, guys, I know you guys like to crack jokes on Temu, but they don't just got like, you know, affordable things. They got quality things as well. You just got to search for them. So once you go in the description box below, check out my affiliate links for Temu, guys. Also, you guys can show your support by being a group member. We got multiple groups that you can sign up for to show your support for this YouTube grind here. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, guys. I'm gonna see the regulars who's in the building, and then we're gonna get right into it, right? So let me go ahead and holla at the regulars here, and then we're gonna get started here. Shout out to my man Pooh Man, best mod in the game. All right, says you're from a mobile device, you become part of the memberships. There you go. Pooh Man is helping y'all out. Thank you, brother man, Pooh Man there. Also, the Cash App, like I said here, $ that dude named Dave. He posted for me. It's on the ticker below. Also, when I take the ticker off, it is always in the description box if y'all want to show you support that way. Thank you very much, Pooh Man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can follow me on Twitter. It's getting crazy on Twitter these days, guys, or X. I can't change it. I don't know why I keep saying Twitter. It's supposed to be X. I'm old school, you know what I'm saying? I have old nigga moments, you know? So, but I be on Twitter. I battle with the tethers. Salute to the FBA family. B1 in the house here. My foundational Black American brothers and sisters. Shout out to I love everybody. I'm just letting you know I love myself and my people more than anything else. So shout out to the B1 family out there, FBA. Them tethers on Twitter be losing they damn minds, y'all. It's wild out there. Thank you for putting that there, Pooh Man. Also, you can follow me on IG. I gotta get my IG game popping here, guys. My IG is kind of suspect right now, but don't worry, we gonna get into it here. You guys can see, this is my third live this week. Like, you know, y'all had jokes like, okay, Dave, where's he at? He gone and everything like that. He gonna be gone for a month or two. Yo, this is the third one this week, so we trying to get back into locomotive action here. You know, what's going on, Banks? Good to see you, brother. Got Banks in the house here. Jurgen, good to see you, man. Good evening. Where you at here? Yeah, you in Germany. Pooh Man with the 1, you can hear me. Thank you very much. You can hear me. What's going on? Jurgen can hear me too. What's going on, Sheila? Sheila's in the building. Hope you're doing lovely over there, Sheila. Good to see you over there. We got Derek Gaines in the building. He's saying salute here. What's going on, my adversary? Hey, check it out. As we're just getting started here, we got the first holla of the show here. Guys, y'all know y'all can do y'all damage here. Show y'all support. It don't matter if it's a red plate, yellow plate, green plates, blue plate. Yo, we need the support from the tribe, supers, or cash apps because, come on, I'm working hard for the money. Y'all want me to shake it? Y'all want me to shake it? Anyways, shout out to my girl Shayla putting in the $9.99, $10 holla. We give you that penny upgrade like Kanye did to Beyonce. But you see what she did here, right? No comments. No questions. She dropped that straight holla for the straight love of the game, y'all. My girl Sheila's in the house here dropping the first holla. Yeah. Hey, Sheila. Salude. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you. Right back at you with that super. Oh, yes. We're going to get started here now. Let me go ahead and acknowledge it over here, Sheila. There we go. I appreciate that because, you know, hey, it takes a lot to do these lives here. It takes a lot to do these lives. Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate that holla. Let's see who else in the house here before we get started. What's going on, Endor? Endor's in the house. Shout out to you. All right. Let's see here. Lady Royce is in the building. What's going on, lady? Good to see you here. All right. I'm taking the ticker off, guys, but you guys know if you want to support in the Cash App, there we go here. We're about to get started here. Let me move this over here. All right. We got that. What the heck? Hold on, guys, 1 second. Just got a text message here from work. Okay. No worries. We'll take care of that later here. Let me go ahead and get this going here. Let's get started here. You know, just my nieces and my nephews going crazy over here. All right, guys. Let's get started here. We took the ticker off. Before we get going here, I just want to state this for the record here to we get going here. For my FBA family and friends on the West Coast in California, please be safe out there. Do not believe the propaganda of saying there's a peaceful protest here, because if it was peaceful, why would they bring on a curfew? All right. It's crazy out here in these streets. We got people fighting for no morality reasons whatsoever. Basically, it's saying it's like, yo, I know we've been here for a long time. And since I've been here for a long time, I created a life here. And if you don't let me stay here, then I'm just going to bust your up. You know what I mean? So FBA family, if you don't need to be out there, stay y'all butts in the house or get in as soon as possible. Do not be out there in the streets. Shout out to also my Chicago family as well, because they started doing the protests out here on Tuesday evening as well. And you know what? I've been staying my butt in the cut here. And the reason why I'm staying, because I would have been frontline and center, because they literally marched past my job. Anytime there's a protest, they got to march past my job. So I'm staying out of harm's way. It's kind of died down, but the element is still in the streets. Guys, if you don't have to be out there, don't be out there, okay? Play it safe. It's not our fight, family. Just know that we got other fish to fry, and this is not ours here. Because last time I checked, I do not have an aunt, uncle, cousin, grandmothers, great that are immigrants. There's nobody in my family that's on the immigrant database. So when they keep telling you that is a black issue, no, it's not, because we are not immigrants. We are foundational to this land. We are Americans here. Americans do not have that problem. So be safe, people. Be careful out there, because, man, the first thing, if they see a whole bunch of black people out there screaming and marching, that's when they really gonna get the bang, bang, shoot 'em ups, okay? That's why they want us out there. They want us to be crash test dummies. They want us out there in the front line. They want us out there to delete ourselves. Don't fall for the banana tailpipe. Stay y'all butts at home. All right, let's get it going here. Let me see who's in the chat here. Let's see here who showed up here. Okay, I saw a few more people in the audience here. Don't get timed out, Derek Gaines. I know, I'm seeing Derek. Keep pushing it right now. Hey, what's going on, Terrence? Terrence in the building. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Yeah. He said he shouldn't have a barrier in between him and the audience. Oh, Lord, what's going on right now? Boo Mountain, that was crazy. She was laughing afterwards. Okay, let's get into it, guys. So I was not planning on doing a Kendra reaction, but we're going to do it today because y'all emailed it to me and everything. You know, wait, what you saying here, Derek? No, Derek, come on. TND Sports Talk, the WNBA viewings are down. What did Weber do? And the sister won the French Open and got no respect. I'm going to talk about that this weekend, Derek. Hey, Derek, if you see, this is my third live this week. I'm going to talk about some of that stuff this weekend. Chris Webber, the diabolical Chris Webber. Hey, man, we don't worry. We'll get to that this weekend. This show's not about Chris Webber. You know, we're not talking about the WNBA viewings are down because we know they down. Because I ain't getting since Caitlin Clark got hurt, I ain't getting no commercials either. They're not even promoting in Chicago, all right? So we'll get to that this weekend, Derek, no doubt. We're going to get into it this weekend. That's why I'm not protesting in Boston. It's not my fight. Exactly, Thomas. It's not your fight in Boston. Stay your butt at home. Just get this money, take care of your family, and do what you got to do. Let's see here. Oh, what's going on? Rod Walker in the building. Salute to you. The only movement we need to be a part of is bowel movements. Marching and protest does not solve anything. Don't involve yourself with the madness. It don't involve us. Exactly, Rod. Keep spitting that. It's not our battle. We are not immigrants. You know, I don't know why they trying to make us fight a battle. It's not our battle. You know? You know, it's not ours. What's going on, Jay? Good to see you in the building. Yes, sir. Yeah, Coco got no love for women. You know, that's the white dominant society. You know, when we win or we do something great, oh, we weren't at our best. Oh, you know, I was better last week. Well, you should have been better this week. You know, you should have been better this week. You know, they always got to make excuses for why they fail. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they fail, you see excuses. That's what we got going on here. Failure. Just like we're seeing this immigration. We're seeing failure from their homeland and making excuses why they didn't do what they're supposed to do to be here anyway. You know what I mean? It's all about failure. It's all about people being lazy. But the ironic thing is, don't they call FBA people lazy? Don't they call Black Americans lazy? But how does it take you 20 years to go get some paperwork done when I know people for a fact who were immigrants to become naturalized citizens to get it done in several years? It's called lazy. It's called failure. But it's ironic, though, that the ones you call lazy and who are failures don't got to worry about that problem. All right. Rod says, Christie's wife is a demon. She controlled him like a puppet, not letting him talk to other women while, hey, Rod, I know about Jackie Christie. Oh, my God. Yeah, Rod, hey, man, I know I want to talk about that. I don't want to flip gears. I know Jack, at one point, the first 19 years they were married, they renewed their vows every year. I don't know about you guys. There is no way in damn hell I'll be renewing my vows every year. You know how expensive that is? You know how tiring it is trying to plan a wedding? I remember when I got married and how tiresome it was. And you want to renew vows every year? Yeah, she was crazy as hell, Rod. Hell yeah. We're going to talk about that this weekend. We're going to get into that. Yeah, exactly, Dave. Thank you, Endor. Thank you, Sheila. So let's get into this madness here, guys. Let's get into the madness. I'm not long stroking today. We getting into it. Y'all ready for the Dick-nanigans? Oh, no, renewing vows every year? Yes, Sheila. Yes, every year, renew their vows. Y'all ready for the Dick-nanigans? I'm not long. Y'all know sometimes I'll take 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I like to do my current events and update and things of that nature. No, I want to get right into it. Y'all ready for Dick-nanigans? This the live, baby. Where my likes at? Likes up in the building. Y'all ready for Dick-nanigans? Live chat. Shout out to, before I even get started, I forgot. Shout out to my Ninja watchers. Y'all can't holler at me. Y'all working, y'all driving, y'all cooking, y'all doing y'all dizzle, all right? Shout out to my Ninja watchers. And also, too, shout out to the replay gang who's not here because y'all didn't get a notification. Pooh Man says, Doug married a baby mom. He asked for it. You got that right, man. Oh, he got cucked. Yeah, that's some insane narcissism. Renew vows every year. Yes, sir, Rod. All right, guys. I'm going to get into it now. Look at T. Orlando cutting grass. T. Orlando, where's the Mexican you don't have a Mexican cut your grass? Where is the illegal that you can pay $5 to cut your lawn, T. Orlando? He loves how you like to hit the like button. Yeah, exactly. So, check it out, guys. Kendra got some more problems. I wasn't planning on doing this live, but y'all were hitting up the inbox. Y'all shot me the first video, right? Then y'all start sending over the second video. I was like, okay, we gonna pull up. We gonna ride into this here. So to set this up here, Kendra doing what Kendra does, you know, having people up, you know, trying to have them find love in the right places, you know, doing what Kendra does in her dating show. Kendra Singles, but that name seems to be ringing really true for like 4 or 5 years because everybody is staying single. Oof, right? But during their dialogue, something happened. Something was getting in the translation here that didn't go well between the girl and Kendra and everything like that. So now this is going viral here right now. So I figured, let's bring it to the family. Let's react together so we can see what the hell is going on here. Derek says, damn, Dave, what'd I do? So Tier Lancel, I cut my own. It's a hobby to get your yard right. Oh, yeah, Tier Lancel, yeah. I don't cut my own lawn, but I do everything else. You know, shout out to that here. All right, guys, so let's get into the Dicknanigans. We're going to play the video. We got to see what went down. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all were emailing this to me, so I'm like, okay, let's get cooking. Let's get it going here. So let's get it going. Oh, no, not the bonnet. Come on, y'all. It's 2025. For a second, I thought this is a video from the Kevin Samuels days. Bonnet Bays. I thought we were done with the bonnets. We're not done with the bonnets. Hold on. Maybe she has something good to say. Maybe she has something to offer to the fellas. For my single cats out there, maybe she has something to offer because she's looking for a lot. Okay? So let's get it going here. Press the ones in the building. Let's get the cooking.
There we go. Hey. Now, do you want to take your bonnet off or you want to keep it on?
I'm keeping my bonnet on.
Okay. What's your name, honey?
Well, my name is Yeti. Yes, I was brushing my teeth.
Yeti. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Yeti, where you calling me from?
From New York.
New York.
New York. How old are you?
How old are you?
27.
Hold on, guys. New York, 27. You know what that means? My East Coast New York people, y'all gonna have to sit on this end. Gotta make sure when people come in, we know people gonna be late to a live stream here. Yo, what's going on here? New York, L status in the house here. Pooh Man said it best here. We have a tether alert. We have a tether alert. Let's get going.
And what you do for a living?
I would like to keep that private.
What?
I gotta know your profession. You don't gotta tell me the job. I mean, like where you work, but I gotta know the career. Kendra G Singles, the dating app. It's available now.
I'm in the military.
Military.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
No.
No kids,
You
y'all.
ever been married?
No.
And what's your zodiac sign?
Damn Zodiacs.
I'm a Virgo.
I'm a Virgo.
So we got Yeti.
She a little bit
Yeti.
extra today. Ain't she?
Yeti, New York, 27, Virgo, works in the military, no kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Let's get into it, y'all.
I am looking for a honest man that has a good job. Definitely earns a good living. I don't think I want kids. I don't want kids.
Okay, no kids. Could he have kids?
I don't know about that. I'm kind of mixed about that. I have mixed feelings.
Okay.
It depends. I want a faithful guy, very outgoing, into fitness, because I'm also into fitness. Very educated. He has to be intelligent. Very I wouldn't say respectful, honesty. Would I say outgoing? I think I'll say I'm outgoing. So yeah, as long as it's respectful, honesty, has a good job, has earned a good paying, intelligent. Intellect is really important to me. Yeah.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers: cheating, unhealthy. Oh yeah, he has to be healthy. I'm not saying he has to have like a 6-pack, but like, yeah. Multiple baby mamas, like no. And like, if you have a kid and the kid is like a year, that's a red flag to me.
If the kid is a year, yeah.
Right? Like no.
Okay,
even 2 years is like no.
So no young kids.
No young kids, no. What's another red flag? Lying, like anger issues, alcohol, drugs.
Okay, you breaking the time tonight.
I mean, am I wrong?
No, I think those are all justifiable, good deal breakers.
Yeah.
Should he look a certain way?
Looks, y'all.
Okay. I don't want to say, oh my God, he has to be tall because there's also short kings. Like, you know.
Shouts to Zach Boog. That's what he always says. Your king is short, ladies. That's what my guest co-host Zach Boog always says.
You know, there's short kings that earns a good pay, and yeah, definitely. I want him to be healthy. He has to be responsible. Make doctor's appointment because there's some men that don't go to the doctor.
This is true.
And dental hygiene is very significant. He has to be clean. Fashion, you can always change that, but like clean. He has to be clean, respectful. I don't want to say, in a good shape. Take care of your body.
Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Before we get to the money, guys, before we get to the moolah, before we get to the benzos, all these things that she was describing here, right? At one point when you hear her talking and just going on, and the crickets are going, it's just going on and on and on and on. But did she mention anything about the man's character you're looking for? Are you mentioning anything about the quality of the man? One thing says he's got to be respectful, but the details, everything I'm hearing about is exterior, right? I didn't hear about what kind of man he has to be, what kind of, we're not hearing none of the details that actually matter that men want to hear if you're actually looking for a guy here. Everything sounds surface level, like she's talking to a girlfriend. Hence why we say Kendra ain't the best possibility one to talk to right now, but let's get to the money. Let's see what we got going on here now.
Okay. I don't want to put a certain. Do I have to put like a certain range out there?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, more than me. At least like 500 a year.
Bring the camera down to your face. He has to make $500?
No, 500,000.
Oh.
Did y'all hear that, tribe? Wait a minute. Hold up. We're not upset. We're just flabbergasted right now. Did she say that she needs a man that needs to make $500,000 a year? We are literally within the 1% of the 1%. Do you think that a man who makes $500,000 a year is looking for a woman who wears a bonnet? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be rude here, disrespectful here. But ladies, do you understand the words that is coming out of your mouth, right? Like, what happens is when these videos go up there and you hear guys' response, and it's like, why do you get so upset? Why are you so bothered? Why are you so hurt or butthurt over it? It's not that we're hurt. We're hearing this like, there's no way in goddamn hell that grown people actually think this here. What the hell is going on here? Wait, let me go back a few seconds and let it marinate here. Hold on. Let's go.
Has to make $500?
No, 500,000.
Oh,
500,000 a year, at least. Oh, like it could be 300,000. At least
It could be 300,000. 300 to 500,000. See, we know that women come onto her show to be trolling. We understand that at this point in the game right now, just to be saying things. But what about the women who ain't trolling? What about the ones who are serious as a heart attack, thinking that this is the outcome just because they think that they're the bee's knees, just because they got it like that? They're all that in a bag of chips and a quart of water. Oh my God. Okay, guys. Okay. Oh, it's damn. So looking like old Polynese. Come on, man. Not old Polynese. Why you gotta go back to old NBA status, August? You just came out of left field just shooting. Bang, bang. Hey, come on now. Let's get back to the video here.
Okay. So you normally date men that make that amount of money, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Why you not with them? Why you with me?
Right.
I don't know. You would tell me because.
What's going on?
Wait. I want to let it cook here, but can we just stop these goddamn lies here? Women gonna say I normally date these kind of guys here. Like these guys are just walking the street willy-nilly, or they at the club, or they at the bar, or wherever they're at here. You know what I'm saying? Willy-nilly. I'm just dating this guy make 300,000 and 400,000 and 500,000. When in actuality, like. When it comes, there's 360 million Americans in the United States, right? And it's probably about a good, like 20,000 of these men in the goddamn country across all like spectrums. And like, yeah, I just date them. Like, how are you this lucky? How are you just got the odds to keep winning the lotto every single time, but no one ain't wifing you up? And how is it just so ironic when these women come up, they're always saying they're dating these kind of guys. Something is smelling fishy here because y'all saying that you with these dudes, and I bet you y'all mess with some thousandaires. All right, but let's let it roll here. Let's get it going.
I mean, listen, if you dating a man that makes 500K, I need to, and listen, if you're dating a man that makes 500K and this is really what you want, then you got to lock it in because the girls who really, I think what y'all don't understand is this. The girls that get these men, they not losing them. And they going, and listen, they not going nowhere. They don't care what you got to say. I saw a video of Drea today. And, you know, all this stuff people were saying about Drea. She was pregnant by the guy who's her son's age. And he had 2 other women pregnant at the same time. And I saw a video of Drea shopping at Chanel and shopping at all these other things. And listen, whether we judge or not, whatever you had an opinion or not, Drea says she don't give a damn what you got to say about her multi-millionaire baby daddy, and she ain't going nowhere. She don't care if 2 other women pregnant at the same time. Drea might be babysitting the other kids. She don't give a damn because she said, you know what? I want a man that make this amount of money, and I'm going to deal with whatever comes with it. And I think, ladies, here's the deal. It's for each your own. I'm not judgmental. It's your life. But here's the deal. If y'all say y'all really want this man, and you have this man, the question that everybody gonna ask is, why are you not with him? Why are you with me, Kendra G?
Okay, but there.
Hold up. Damn, Kendra was pissed off here. Guys. Not only why Kendra's going off this way, because she was actually, for a few times, you know, it doesn't happen too often, she was spitting some facts here, right? Because if you really have a man that's making $300,000 a year, $400,000 a year, $500,000 a year, that means that man's a millionaire. Even if he has a high spending habit, I would think that man who makes that kind of money, the way he would probably be saving and investing, that man got money in the bank. He is worth 7 figures, right? So you gonna lock that man, you gonna hold that man down. But how is it that these women are out here saying that you have this and you don't have it anymore? And you know why Kendra's going off? Because she is looking for that same exact man. Kendra is looking for that man who made 500,000. Because you know, guys, she's knocking on 50. So she's halfway to a hundo. So she's like, wait a minute. I'm Kendra G. I can't get this $500,000 a year man here. And here you are on my show wearing a goddamn bonnet talking about you just throwing away like it's hotcakes here. You see, Kendra's heated now because she's like, where's my $500,000 man? Where, you know what she's saying? Hey, y'all, know what she's saying? Where's my magical Negro? Where's my magical Negro? Where is he? Where art thou? Hey, y'all, let's continue here because Kendra is upset.
There are certain things that come with a man that earns that amount of money in a year.
Right, but put the camera on your face.
Okay. And I'm not saying he has to be on that 500K, you know?
That's what you said, and then you said 300K, which is still a lot of money. So, okay, so if the things that come along with that man, okay, so I want you to continue. So what's the issue?
What do you mean, what's the issue?
Because you're telling me, I want you to finish talking because I don't want to put words in your mouth. Are you saying that the men you dealt with that made that amount of money came along with things you don't want to deal with?
I already not answer that question.
What?
Girl, this ain't another rather not answer question. It's a okay. Why are you not with?
Wait. I'll let Kendra cook for a second here. That's a straightforward question. And she don't want to answer. Alludes here. See, this is where we got to start calling cap all the time on women like this, young girls who are saying things, but it's just babble right now. Because if you are really involved in these things here, it's easy to recite. It's easy to give an answer or rebuttal. If this is your circle, if this is your life, if this is how you live, you have no problem speaking on it. Just like how we talk about immigrants and tethers when we ask where they're from and where's their homeland, and they don't want to say it because they are ashamed to what they're from, or they're lying or hiding something. Just like these women here, they're lying and they're hiding here. So let's get the cooking again.
Not with the guy. You at least tell me that much. The guy that you say you date that makes that amount of money. Why you're not together?
It didn't work out.
Why didn't it work out? What was the reason behind it? Was he married?
No.
Did he have other women?
No.
Was he gay?
No. God, no.
Okay,
No.
so
Why did I answer that question?
was he abusive?
No. God, no. No.
So he didn't have other women. So he was a faithful guy?
I already not answer that question. But I answered the other questions, though.
But wait, why don't you want to answer whether or not he was faithful? We don't know who you're talking about. You didn't say his name.
Because I just don't want to answer that question.
Well, here's the point. Here's the point I'm trying to get you to understand.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out the reason why, because whether you know it or not, if these men are unicorns in that tax bracket, right? So if you have one and you're telling me this is your requirement, I'm trying to figure out what happened that made you walk away from it.
Currently, I'm not telling you that I have one currently, but okay.
Okay, we'll move forward. Now, would you date a man that made less than 500K?
Wait, before she answers that here, what is there anybody in the chat right now? Or if you're part of the replay gang, come in the comment section if you're part of the replay gang and catch us on the playback. Did you guys hear anything that Kendra asked there that was out of bounds where that this girl couldn't answer the question? I don't understand why she couldn't answer it here. This makes no sense here. Normally, Kendra be asking some crazy questions or, for questions that ride with the girl, no accountability here. But what is so hard to answer that question? See, August saying it right here. Not at all. Like, what is going on here? And like, here's the thing here, ladies. If you're going on a dating platform and you're putting yourself out there, you're basically being vulnerable, saying, hey, I'm looking for a guy. I want to be in a relationship here. You got to be forthcoming. You got to be honest here. And so when guys hear these types of line of question and answers here, you sound like you're hiding something or you're just lying or a combination of the two here. So something don't smell right. But let's continue, y'all.
Depending what range it is.
What's the lowest you would date?
Do we have to put a number to it?
Well, you're the one.
No,
The reason we do this as well. So if a man's watching, he won't waste his time if he knows he can't afford you.
Yeah, I take that back. Least I would say like 300.
Okay, so 300K is the lowest.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, y'all. She won't answer questions that are not hard questions, not like details, like what kind of guy he was and what he do, and like if he hurt you, why it didn't work out and things of that nature. Won't answer questions, but you were expecting a man that makes the minimum of $300,000 a year. You can't make this up, guys. You can't make this up here. See, this is why so many men are checking out or they're running right through y'all, ladies. See, when guys can hear that here, we hear gold digger, right? And here's the thing. I understand that when it comes to women, I guess honestly, all women are gold diggers. It all depends on how big is their goddamn shovel. Yes, I said it because y'all ladies know y'all want a man who's gonna have resources. Y'all want a man who's gonna do the things that you want him to do to you. You want a little something that shines. You want something a little bit that glitters. You're looking for that gold. I know you're looking for that gold, baby. You know, all of y'all gold diggers. It's just a matter of fact that how big is that shovel? But when you say 300,000, we know that you're only here for the bag. We know that as soon as that money is gone, or like if it's just a little bit of dip, you gonna be gone. You know, so if it's just a minimum of 300,000, ladies, when guys hit us here, we already know what we gonna do to y'all. I'm not saying it's right, but just know y'all doing it to yourselves here, because the men who make this money knows they're not about to be played in the back end. Let's continue here.
Now, just next question. If a man, do you want, what's the dating dynamics? You want marriage, every now and then dating, commitment, loyalty?
Commitment. Of course, commitment also comes with loyalty. Yeah.
All right. If you don't meet a man that's willing, that makes that amount of money, that's willing to marry you and commitment, are you saying you'll be okay with never having a man again?
Like for the rest of my life?
Yeah, I'm saying if a man that makes, if this is a hypothetical, if a man who makes that kind of money doesn't pursue you and wants to marry you, are you then okay with having no man ever?
I think it depends. I'm not like, oh my God.
Whoa. Guys, I was gonna let that play out. I'll get to super in a second, upper man. I was gonna let that play out. If this girl, guys, remember, she's only 27 years old. She literally answering that question. If she don't find a man who makes $300,000 a year, it depends if she will go out there and try to find a relationship because no one's making that kind of money. You can't make this up, guys. You can't make this up. Lord have mercy. My God. Ain't it kind of funny? I don't know what kind of money she makes, but ain't it kind of funny how it's the brokies who are requesting these things and won't go below a certain standard here, even though you don't even make this or live this lifestyle. Because best believe, if she was living and making a $300,000 lifestyle, she wouldn't come online with a goddamn bonnet like this. Let's go.
I have to get married.
Would you date a man that made 100K or no? 300K is the lowest.
100K. Maybe a little bit more.
Okay, we'll keep it moving. All right, let's do the Kendra Cam. That's when you stand up and we see your full body.
Let's see what she's working with, y'all.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Shirt on.
I have a big t-shirt on, but I can show you what I look like.
Well, no, you got to stand up so we can end here if you desire. But the Kendra Cam is mandatory. I just let the last lady do it because she was in the car and it was raining outside. Okay. You go put some pants on if you want to, but we got to do the Kendra Cam, honey.
No, I'm sorry, I don't want to. But we can end here. I have videos on my page.
That is wild here. Like, why would you come on the show when there's rules and parameters and don't want to follow the rules? See, that's the thing. This is why we get on you, Kendra, right? Because if you were equally on the men as you are the women, then it would not be an issue. You wouldn't be like everybody's picking on you, or guys got this problem, or thinking that there's hateful men out there, or you always say we got small, right? No, that's not even the case here. You have rules and parameters for your YouTube channel that you make everybody you want to follow here. But then when someone does it, you're actually extra nice. If a guy did this, you would get an attitude, you would call him all kinds of names, you would shame him, and then tell him to get off your live stream, and then you would have 4 to 5 minutes of banter where he's saying, what's wrong with all y'all pissy men? Why y'all men always weak as hell? You see how she's being cool about it? But a man here, she'll give him the riot act here. You come on a dating show, you guys want to see what you're working with. But this is what we got to deal with here, guys. Let's finish this off.
Okay. Well, no, they can't go to your page. They can go to the dating app. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I will be sure to download that because I screenshot that from the previous video.
Okay. Your name is Yeti?
Yep, Yeti.
How do you spell it?
You could Yetty.
Yetty. And what's your favorite number? Well, Yeti's not taken. Yetty. Make that your username.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, it was nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too, honey. Bye, baby. I want to say this because I already know y'all gonna go off with the salary.
Hold on. Okay. She's off the screen now. You know, we've seen worse on Kendra, right? We've seen women who have said worse, who's asked for more money. We've seen worse. We've seen more indignation. But let's set this up now for what Kendra's got to say.
Well, let me say this. I think that at this moment in time, I do believe if you cute enough, you in the right rooms, all those things, these women can't touch these men. I think the challenge becomes is what type of relationship dynamic do you want? Because you can have a great weekend with a 500K man, doesn't necessarily mean he's going to marry you. And I think all ladies, you got to decide what you want. And she said that she wasn't pressed to get married. So maybe she could deal with a non-committal relationship with a person that she sees often, though she says she wanted commitment. Well, here's the deal. This is what I was going to say. Ladies, you have a situationship pool of men. These are the men who will have sex with you but would never make you their girlfriend. You have a relationship pool of men. They'll make you your girlfriend but never marry you. And then you have the men who will marry you. Now, you got to decide what you want. Can't nobody live your life for you but you. So if you know your goal is really to be a wife, then you only date men who are willing to marry you. A plain natural requirement is this. If he can't commit to being your boyfriend, 9 times out of 10, he ain't going to commit to being your husband. So I always tell y'all this, and y'all get so mad when I say it.
Kendra knows that because that happened to her.
If you are a girl who truly wants to get married and you truly want an exclusive relationship, have the requirement of no sex until you're in a relationship. So then you can understand what men can actually commit to you. Because also get this, if you don't have a commitment, you can't check the guy because he's not your man. Some of y'all be saying your guy cheated. No, y'all was never exclusive. So that's not called cheating. That just is called he was with the girl he wanted to be with that weekend and you was okay with it because you already knew what it was. So what you complaining for? I'm not your man. And you gave me the vagina knowing I wasn't your man. So that's not called cheating. That's called you in your feelings and let it go. But listen, let me tell you something. It's okay. Take that one to the chest and learn the lesson. And now you know better. And now what you know better is, okay, I catch feelings. So therefore, I don't need to sleep with nobody who's not going to be my man. Because situationships have really ruined relationships because you have this amazing weekend with this guy. Whether he got good penis, a lot of money, he got something exciting because you broke all your rules for him. But now he is your measure for your husband. So now when a man that wants to come along and marry you, he too damn bored.
All right. You get the idea. Then the last minute or so is her rambling. You get the idea. You get it, right? What's going on, Jay Walker? Good to see you. Hold on. Before we move on, shouts my man Upper Man with another holla here. Thank you. Dropping the green plates in the plaque, coming up to $4.99. $5 holla saying, hey, TDND, this is a musty tether. Coop ran the vid where she called Ashley D that accent change that she claimed Nigeria. I think she meant 500K beads. Hey. My man Upper Man in the building. Hey, brother, Hey, brother. Salude. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with the super. You guys can do y'all show your support as well. Drop the hollas, super chat, super thanks, super stickers, as well as cash apps, y'all. Show y'all love for the grind here. Okay. Hey, Upper Man. I did not know that Theo was doing that today. I was getting all the emails from last night and everything, but we are going to do Ashley's video. That's why I'm doing this here. Because just for me to play that video by itself, that doesn't warrant a thumbnail. Oh, no, come on now. You know how our lives get down. And for me to not do no long stroking, we just went through the intros and got straight to the video. You know that couldn't be the main event. No, I got you, Upper Man. We on the job here. We are going to go over the second video in one moment. But first, we just got to go over this here really, really fast, right? Kendra is pissed off because she can't get that man. And this is what I was saying the other day about having a dating show, or just in general, if you are supposed to be the authority figure, if you are supposed to be an expert matter, you know, the SME, in my line of work, we say SME, smart matter expert. If you are supposed to be the one that people go to when, you know, things need to be resolved or whatever the case may be, you are the expert. I think that you should be in the game. You know, you gotta have a successful relationship that may have failed or at least been in the ball game. She ain't been in the ball game. See, engagements don't count. You know, engagements don't count, y'all. You know, so the fact that all these single women are reaching out to an old single woman to try to find solutions here, and it's kind of ironic that anytime we see a Kendra, you know, say a successful thing there, they get married, and when you do, they broke up in 30 days. Or they try to highlight something where that someone met, they dated three or four dates, and they moved in. That's not an accomplishment. So yeah, we just moved in. You went on 4 dates. But Kendra is over here giving this advice, and you saw how she was talking. And the thing is, she wasn't wrong, guys. She was not wrong in this one here. Because here's one thing that I will agree on. I am not thinking that she's lying, that she may have slept with a man who makes this kind of money. Guys, come on now. All of us in our resume, and our background, our repertoire has all busted down some lonely kind of women, some lowlies, some cheap, some brokies. We all done it, you know. Some of them may got that ooh-wop. You know what I'm saying? The booty clapping is so, the ooh-wop is something else there. And then when you look at it, it's like she just okay and average. You know, we've all had that in our repertoire, right? But just because that man who makes that salary, who has that lifestyle, is busting that down, doesn't mean that he's making her the official wifey. It doesn't mean that he makes it the official girlfriend. It doesn't mean that he's gonna get on one knee and propose to her. It don't mean he gonna say, I do. You know what he's gonna say? I do the kicking with you on Saturday night at 12:04 a.m. You see, and that is the issue that a lot of these women who do get a taste of that, maybe that man takes them out, you know, takes them on the date, they kick it, you know. So, because when he goes out, he's going out having a good time. You know what I'm saying? He wants to enjoy himself, so he's not splurging on you, ladies. He's splurging on himself. Am I right, guys? Am I right for my fellas who got a few coins in your pocket and you taking a woman out here? Yes, she is the dessert, but you're not taking her out just, you know, you're impressing her, but you doing this for yourself because you feel good. You done it. You make it. You on the job. You getting the money. So you go get the place set up. You get the place smelling nice because you know women like nice smelling things here. You know, you want to be comfortable. You want to be relaxed when you go ahead and doing your thing here. Ladies, we know that we're doing things to make you comfortable, but the man is doing it because that's what makes him comfortable. But you know what, though? When he's done, how does his mood move? How does his mentality shift too? He's on the back to work because playtime is over and he's ready to get back into the game to make more money here. So what I'm saying here to these ladies here, so get to the second video, we're not saying you're lying that you may have been with these men. We're not saying you're lying that you may hang out with these men. We're not saying you lying when actuality, these men may have spent some money on you. But you want to know something? The money that he's spending on you, it's just a drop in the bucket. It's just a drop in the bucket. Because he's got to spend his money somewhere. He can't save all his money. He can't invest all his money. He ain't paying all the bills already paid for. You know, you stack and say, we got to have a little bit of playtime and fun time. You got to spend it somewhere. You got to have a little bit of, you know, that little play cash, that little dough money that we throwing around here. So what we're saying here is, yeah, she may have had 3, 4, 500,000. But if she's really saying that it just didn't work out or she didn't want to answer the question, it's because she know that she was the bust down. She know that she was the side piece. Yes, indeedy, y'all. Yes, she did. She know it here. Let me go back to the chat here so we can get to the second video. I had to say what I had to say, guys. I had to get that off the chest. You know what I'm saying? Because I be on Twitter, on X, and I see the conversations that goes on, and I literally just sit there and laugh when I see women talk, and it's like, y'all really don't know men. Y'all know broke men. See, I'll give women this, guys. Hear me out here. Women know broke men to a degree. To a degree. And even then, I'm saying to a degree. They don't know men of means. They don't know men of means. You want to know something? Know why I'm saying that? Because I didn't know men of means until I was exposed to those type of lifestyles. I had a different level of mentality and thinking when I was just a brokey young kid, and then you're slowly growing up and you're stair-stepping up. And then when you get introduced to mentors, and then you get to see OGs and you see how they doing and how they moving, it's one thing to see the outside appearance. It's one thing when you get inside the house and you have conversations, you get inside, and these women don't get inside these men. But you know who gets inside these men? We men do, because we become them, or we mentor our the younger cats, or we see and we have these conversations. That's what I'm talking about here. Yo, what's going on? So let's see here. We had a super come in. What's going on, Drew? Drew coming in with the blue $2 holla with the blue plates passing here, saying yes, sir, here. Hey, y'all, keep the plates passing here. Blue, yellow, green. Show the support and love here. Drew with the $2 holla. My man Drew, Salude, thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And right back at you with the blue salute. Thank you, brother, for supporting the grind and passing the plate around, y'all. I see a few people have come in the building here. Upper man says, I got you, bro. She's a horrible excuse. She claimed to be military. There's no way that base thinks she's a 10. Oh, man, we're going to get into it, man. Let's see here. Let me scroll down. Let me see here. What's going on, Divine? We got Divine in the building. Good to see you. It's like she's talking the crumbs off the table. Ooh. Hey, man, that's what I'm talking about here. I prefer a woman that respects me and gives me peace with morals and values. That's nice to look at, says Rod. I hear you, man. I hear you. You know, my dad taught me since I was a little kid to be careful. Hey, Angel, little kid, to the day you take your last breath, you got to be careful. Okay, guys, check it out. That was the video that kicked it off. Now, something happened. Divine said she looked like Victor Oladipo. Stop it. Why y'all keep coming in saying this Victor Oladipo? Yo, y'all gotta stop. Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. But check it out. That was her engagement with Kendra. We saw Kendra's diatribe, but what happened was, seemed like she wanted to make her rounds around the internet. She dropped off the show and then called into Ashley's show, Ashley Dalton. Y'all know Ashley. Y'all know chocolate skin Ashley. You know, that chocolate sister over there, you know, with the 20-inch waistline. You know, we got Ashley now. So she went ahead and said, I'm going to cam up on Ashley's show because Kendra will talk about me for 5 minutes, and I think I need to address these grievances here. Like, uh-oh. So let's go ahead and get the second video here because she is making the rounds. So we got Ashley on deck now, guys. She put up the Ashley show. Let's go ahead and bring this up.
Oh, Miami.
Welcome. I see you're making your rounds on these shows. Show to show, you making your rounds, Yeti.
Yes, but I need to ask you a question for real.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question for real. The accent is hard now. Number one, y'all called it in the chat. The accent is hard for real, number one. Number two, is this a different color bonnet? She is staying true to the game, guys. You got to respect her bonnet trueness here. She is not letting the bonnet go, okay? I know I'm looking for a man. I'm looking for somebody out here. What did Heavy D say? I'm looking for, no, okay, let me stop. I'm about to go do a Heavy D line. All right, rest in peace, Heavy D. I'm about to do a Heavy D line. But she is staying true to bonnet status, all right? and the accent's coming hard right now. And she's extra greasy. But I don't think that she's understanding if this really helping her case to find that $500,000 Negro that that magical Negro. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all hate watch me. You know the one, y'all single ones out there looking for that. You magical Negro. Let's see if she gonna find it talking like this here. Let's get back to the video, y'all.
Hold on 1 second. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes.
Okay. What brings you here now? You want to go viral on this platform?
No, I just have a question for you because I've been following you a long time. Okay, so if I tell you today that I want a man that makes 500K a year, what thoughts do you have?
I don't have thoughts. That's your life. That's your business. So you want a 500K man? I saw that. You went viral because you went on a show and you said you wanted a man who makes 500K, right?
Yep.
And what happened? What was the backlash that you received?
So the backlash I received from the lady, right? First of all, I feel like and number two, the backlash I got from her was, oh, am I making 500K? And then she went on to ask me, oh, if you want a guy with 500K, what happens to other guys that were making 500K? And I was like, I feel like our question was so irrelevant. Like, if I'm telling you that's what I want, that's what I want.
Okay, okay, in all fairness, have you dated a guy who made 500K?
Yes.
That's valid.
Yes.
That's a valid question. I can't say that's not valid.
It's not.
Okay.
Yeah, it is valid. But then it's like, why is she asking me, oh, so why are you here now?
But
Hold on. She's asking the question, why are you here now? Why are you on my dating site? Because no man that makes $500,000 a year is going to wife up a girl greasy in a bonnet on Kendra show. Don't you understand it here? Kendra even knows you ain't gonna find that $500,000 Negro on my show. That ain't happening here. It ain't going down here. All right? That's why. What is your problem? What if I want $500,000? I can have $500,000. What is so bad about $500,000? It is my preference. It is my life. If I get $500,000, I get $500,000, a milli. God dang. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
But Yeti, we're gonna be logical and not emotional. If you
I'm
dated,
emotional. I'm being logical.
You're going off. You're going to 10. If you dated a guy who made $500,000, then why aren't you with him? That's a valid question.
There were things that happened, and I choose to not disclose that.
Hold on. There are things that happen, and I choose not to disclose it. The things that happened was I was his side chick. He busted my cheeks, flipped me over, smacked it down, and then tossed me to the side. God dizzle. I do not wish why I was a side chick. Out of way. Nah.
How to be picking me like, oh, what is it? No. Let's focus on the point. If you're like, coach, go outside and go and get the man that is making the 500K for me. Go and fetch him. Okay? But you asking me, was it this? Was it that? Was it there? Was it there? And then on top of that, I feel like it was kind of shady for her to be like, oh, side eye. You don't know how much I'm making, and I'm not going to disclose it on here. Like, I don't know, but I also know.
Men don't care about what you make. Look at my pause game, y'all. My pause game's impeccable. Let me go to the small box here. Hold on, so you can see how my pause game's impeccable, y'all. What about, no one knows what I make, and I'm not gonna tell you what I make. Ladies, we want competent women, but what you make really doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, we want a competent woman, but what you make doesn't matter for the man who makes $500,000. Because the man who makes $500,000, what you make is just a tip for dinner. All you're adding is just the tip or gratuity. Let's go.
Know that whatever you want is possible. And to me, 500K, there's a lot of that, like you said earlier, there's a lot of content creators making well over 500K. Yes, I know the number is minute. However, that money is being made.
But Yeti, I want to ask you this. Why is it bothering you? Why does it bother you at all? Why do you care?
What do you mean, why do I care?
Like, why does it upset you? Why do you feel like, I have to talk about it? Why do you care? If this is what you want, this is your reality, who cares what people think is what I'm saying. Why does it bother you?
Right, and you're right. You're right. I actually don't care, but like I'm more so like, okay, let me get from another woman.
That's a lie. You care very much. You see, if you saw when we saw play Kendra's video, she was chilling, she was calm, and then we can see when she's excited, she speaks fast. She speaks 100 miles. What does it matter what they make? I don't want to say anything. I don't have to give you all my details. What does it matter? What does it matter? It does matter because you're letting us know and you don't even realize it.
My perspective, because I know I wouldn't say you guys are the same. You guys are completely different. You give women advice and apart from dating, right?
Right.
Well, I just feel as though I respond back. If I cared, I would be going back and forth with people on Instagram, which I don't care. I just feel as though her response was like more of attacking. And then when she posted the video, right, it was more of shady, like side eye. And then I'm just like, what makes you think? What's the point of you asking me what I make in a year?
Well, I don't know how other people.
Man, hold on. I want to pause for the cause here. What does it matter what I make in a year? Do you hear the hypocrisy and irony here? It matters to you that he can make no less than $300,000, but you got a problem when finding out how much you make. You see, people who are in their bag, whatever line of work that's going on, whatever the topic, line of work, discussion, whatever case, if you're in that and you have that secured, you have no problem telling you what is yours. See, when people ask you a question or ask you about something that you really don't have the credentials or you don't behold in that's when people get, they get indignant. They get defensive. What does that matter? What does that mean? Like when you ask a woman, when they want to get married, it's like, well, have you ever been engaged? Or like, what does that matter? Right? So when you're asking someone that kind of question and then she acts like this, it is because that is not what she is, and if she knew that she answered honestly, it would make her look like a goddamn fool. Shout out to my man, Mr. Walker, single by choice is in the house. What's going on, brother Walker? I came by their live stream the other night at the very end. I didn't know I was the end of your live stream, brother. I was busy trying to get back into the action, and I'm just scrolling through the YouTube streets, brother. I said, oh, damn, SBC is on. Let me go roll through, right? And I rolled through, and I dropped the super. It's like, all right, guys, we out of here. Show's over. I was like, oh, I showed up late. I came up late, Mr. Walker. I showed my support, but I came late. It's like, yo, here's the holla. All right, y'all. Good night. I was like, damn, y'all can stay online for like another 5-10 more minutes. No, I'm playing with you, man. But check it out. Hey, Mr. Walker's good peoples, man. He is the brother. They doing big things by SBC Nation. I like what they doing over there, man. He came through and showed some love by gifting 5 memberships to the tribe here. Shout out to Mr. Walker showing love, man. Shout out to my man, Mr. Walker showing love. Hey, brother. Salute, thank you for the gift memberships here. Hey, people, everybody say salute. And for the ones who got the membership, say thank you to Mr. Walker. And also, guys, if you are not subscribed to Single by Choices here, because also, too, guys, shout out to my replay gang because I know we get a big replay playback here. If y'all are not subscribed by SBC, go ahead and check their channel out, man, because if I rock with them, you got to rock with them. That's how it goes with the peoples here. I don't rock with many YouTubers, you know what I'm saying? I was telling T. Orlando this here. I don't want to, I'm going to do that YouTube, I'm going to talk about that YouTube beef that went down where the dude was deleted. I don't like rocking with many people, but the one I do, I tell you to go to their channels. So shout out to my man, Mr. Walker in the building, man. I appreciate you for coming through. Good peoples over there. Good peoples, man. So You see how she was getting indignant? She was just going all gung-ho. What does it matter? What do you care? What if I want something, I should be able to have something. You can have something. You can, see, if you feel this personal about something, you should know that the people are telling you, girl, you sound crazy as hell. You know, you sound crazy as hell. T. Lee says, I watch and comment on SBC all the time. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. We all peoples here, T. Lee. What's going on, T. Lee? Never lie. What's going on, brother? How you living, man? How you living? Rod says 500K. Nah, where she dated now 500K Americans. Hey, man, I know. It's going down, man. Hey, before I get back to the video, shout out to T. Lee in the building. Brother showing love and support, doing big things here. We go back and forth, everything. But I love when T. Lee comes into the comment section and does his thing, and he's dropping the $2 holla, pushing the blue plays passing, guys. Y'all showing y'all love and support. Thank you, man. My brother here saying maybe she made 300K in Jamaican money. Damn, T. Lee. Why you gotta do it like that? Hey, T. Lee, Salude. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. And right back at you with the super. Why you do that, T. Lee? Why I gotta be in Jamaican money? Why I gotta be in Jamaican money? Wait, is it in pesos? Hey, shout out to with all the immigration stuff going on, T. Lee. Maybe she got it in pesos. Oh, man. I see you guys. Hold on. I see someone had dropped the link of her TikTok. Okay, I will, after we get done with the video, I'll pull up her TikTok. I see, is that you, Pooh Man? Somebody dropped the TikTok. I'm sorry. I'm doing a million things at once. But whoever it is, I apologize. Divine, okay, thank you, Divine. I will pull up the TikTok after we get done with the video here. So let's get back, let me just rewind back a few seconds here because she was upset. She was bothered. She was like, let's just rewind it back a few seconds so we can get into this flow here. All right, guys. Oh my God. Hold on.
Posted the video, right? It was more of shady, like side eye. And then I'm just like, what makes you think? What's the point of you asking me what I make in a year?
Well, I don't know how other people's show works, Yeti. I'm not here to gossip about other people's show.
Of course.
I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to answer level up and advice. That's it, you know? So you would have to ask, you would have to.
Ashley's being smart right now. Ashley's like, I'm not going to be in no YouTube beef. I don't need Kendra's wig rolling up on me and doing the bang, bang, shoot 'em up, shoot 'em Akibas, okay? We've already had a YouTube beef shooting here. And Ashley's like, I don't need Kendra's wig shooting my wig. the bow the weaves, okay? No, I'm not getting messy. I'm not talking about anybody else's platform. Her wig is not shooting my wig. I got to keep my wig tight. Hey, y'all, this is wild.
Have to ask her out of fairness. But my advice to you is if this is the life you want to live, these are the guys you want to date, it doesn't matter what other people say. What I 100%. Say, what she says, what the internet says. It really doesn't matter.
100%. And I'm going to also add to this. I didn't come on the show to bring up that. I just wanted to ask from your perspective, like, because I know you give people advice.
Absolutely.
I didn't even come up to discuss that. My main goal was to ask you, as a woman that gives advice as well to young women, if I come to you, hey, Ashley, I want the guy that makes 500K a year on Miami.
Okay. Well, are you putting yourself in those environments? Have you dated those guys, right?
100%.
Do those guys want you?
100%. But things happen.
It's not 100%. See, women don't realize when that question is asked, you really can't answer that truthfully. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't be on these goddamn female platforms. You would have somebody secured. And here's one thing, ladies, that y'all gotta understand here. The women who actually are getting to the bag, the women who lock down these kind of men here, they don't talk about it. You know why? They live in their lifestyle. Even if it gets out that the man is cheating, like Kendra saying earlier about Drea Michelle with Jalen Green, right? They don't say nothing. You know what they do? They just go shopping on a Tuesday. You see, the women who secure these men are not talking the way that she's talking here. Even if that man got a stable and that man got a roster, but he's at least showing that one off here, those women are being quiet. They are shutting the hell up. The women who are talking are the ones who have been dropped, either the side pieces or you've been dropped because you went in side piece behavior.
You have to move yourself out of that situation. I'm not gonna waste my youth just because, you know. So I move on. I'm not. I don't know if you remember. I was also on this. I was also on Yeti. I need to book a 101, but we're not gonna keep this too long.
Alrighty.
But long story short, and I was also on. I don't know if you remember our conversation from last time, but
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
I'll put you on cash apps in a second.
Okay, we're going to leave that to the side. I had to move myself from that situation. But long story short, Sha.
And you know what? I will say this. I know the feeling of going viral about anything, right? I know it can be a lot to go viral. There's good, there's bad. I get it. You know, there's 100 people commenting about you and who you are, what they think you are. So I get how it can bother you for some time, you know, but try not to read the comments. Try not, you know, just take a break if you need to from social media.
But you know what, Ash? That's not my first time going viral. That's why I'm not. I didn't go.
Okay.
It's not my first. I have somewhat of a platform. That's not the only video that went viral. I had a video that went viral with my dad, crying to my dad, I don't want kids. Crying to my dad that like marriage is not my end goal. You know, so that video is actually nothing. My whole point of that video is like some people mentality is just very limited. If you limit yourself at a certain mentality, you're never going to level up to whatever you want to attain, right? Or you're never going to level up to whatever you can attain yourself. If you put yourself in a certain bracket, like for example, if I say yes, I want a guy that has 500K, I can get the guy that has 500K. I just came on a show, I was supposed to come on a show. I've had a guy that makes 500K, and me being Nigerian, I hate to say this, but 500K, okay, what is like? To me, that's just.
Now you're lying. You're talking about Nigerian money now. That's what it is. Now you're lying. Now the cap is in effect here, right? What is 500,000? Not that many men. What is going on here? What is the problem here? You see, why can I see people who act like this? This is entitlement here. Why can't I have it here? The man's got to want you. You got to be what? A millionaire once. See, ladies you got to look in the mirror and say to yourself, do millionaires want me? Or they just look at me as just someone for good 3 to 5 minutes. Oh my God.
That's just to me, Sha. That's just to me.
Okay. So you're saying that's chump change.
It's chump change. And then what is actually bothering me was the reaction.
Oh, wait, before we let it go here, any man that was actually interested in her at this point is now out the door. Do you know how hard it is to make $500,000? Just in general, not in a year. The average family don't even have $1,000 in their personal savings if all 4 of their tires went flat. And then they had to go replace the tires in their car. The average person don't even have $1,000 in savings. I'm not talking about a credit card, guys. I'm not saying if something happens and you got credit, you can put it on the credit card and pay it over time. I'm saying just straight up $1,000 in cash, right? Do you know how hard it is to make $500,000 in a year, let alone how long it takes just to save $500,000 in savings and investing? And then here's this woman's gonna say here, oh, that is not that much money here. See, the men who grind, who put in that work, who are 10 toes down, who are out there in the trenches night and day and night, like Kid Cudi, day and night. You know what I'm saying? The men who hear anybody, doesn't matter, man or woman, say that's easy, and you know how hard it took them to get it and how long it took it, you know what they're gonna say? Who the hell are you? If that's nothing, then how come you don't got that? You see, people who got this and know how hard to get it, they will see this as a slap in the face because you know how hard it is not just to make 300,000? How about 200,000? How about 100,000? Do you know how long it takes, even if you have the means and had a good job or a decent job, how long it takes you to save $100,000? You see, it's these type of bird brain mentalities here, reason why these women are single. And then when we do see him with a man, what we see him with? Some dude who's 200 or 300 pounds with a sim kind of guy, and they're looking off the show saying because they settled. Now, hey, do what you want to do here, but any man who heard this now, that man has been officially turned off because you basically disrespect the way how hard he had to work to get it.
The mindset of the person and the reaction that I got back from the feedback and the mindset that I received back, it was kind of low-key shocking. That's why I was like, okay, like if you think 500 is so much, it just made me think like, well, what have you dated? It also made me like, I didn't have a chance to ask her that question, but
yeah, but we can, out of fairness, you would have to go back to her platform and talk about that. You know, you would have to discuss that with her. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Again, we're here to level up. We're here to just talk about leveling up. Good. Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, darling. Have a good night.
You too.
You as well. Bye, honey. Yeah, I don't gossip. I don't need to gossip. No, I don't want mess. I want everyone to win. Everyone does things on their own terms. Everyone runs their show on their own terms. Point blank in the period. That's it. Like, no drop, please. No, I don't know. Yeah.
Hey, Ashley, I'm done with that here. Ashley was not trying to have it. Let me get to these supers here now. Ashley was not trying. Have you noticed the way she let the girl go off? She let her get it off. What's going on, Peter? Peter, have you seen how Ashley just let her go off? But then every time it came, it's like, hey, I don't know her platform. I don't know. She tried to ask a few questions, but the girl kept going off again. Have you ever dated these kind of men? You know, are you in these circles to date these kind of men here, right? T. Lee said, did she just question if Kendra dates men that make 500K, says T. Lee. Hey, man, hold on. Wait, before we continue here, let me get to these cash apps and these supers here, okay? I didn't forget about y'all. Was letting it flow here. Shout out to my man, Roderick Walker, right in the building here. What's going on, bro? He dropped another $5 cash app that says, for greasy, musty tether. I can't start blocking it out. Damn, I got to fix that here. Hey, my man Rod for the $5 cash app. Salude. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you. Thank you. Right back at you for that cash app. Shout out to you, Roderick. Let me go ahead and highlight you over here, brother. Thank you for the love, man. I appreciate you, brother. You didn't have to do it, but you gave me your trick off money. Thank you very much. And right behind that, we got my man Quick in the building. Quick is in the cash app game here. What's going on, my New Orleans brother here, Louisiana house here? Dropping the $10 cash app, y'all. $10 in the building saying, for change for the tip buckets. Oh, man, brother. Thank you. My man Quick in the building with the cash app. Hey, brother Quick. Hey, brother. Salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with the cash app. Let me acknowledge you over here, man. Let you know I got it, man. Thank you very much. Quick showing the cash app love here. And also, let me go over here. I see I got a new, Quick went double here. He came in also with the super here, dropping the blue plate in the chat, y'all. Shout out to my man Quick. Quick's been one of the original day ones as well. Hey, Quick, how's the health doing? I got to ask you that all the time here because you've been doing so well. I hope now that the health, you're even doing better. The weight is going good and you out there slaying these chicks, man. But my man came in here with the blue plate with the $1.99, $2 holla saying, here comes the Queen of Zamunda, Lies. My man Sean Love, man. That's a shout out here for you. My man Quick in the building. Hey, brother. Salute. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Right back at you with that super. Oh, man. Appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Let's do this here. All right. Who's in the chat here? Anybody? Okay, y'all just showing love to everybody, man. Peter says, she damn well know Kendra's platform. They low-key are competing against each other. That's right, Peter. They know each other. She was playing it cool, man. She was playing it cool. Hell yeah, she know about that, you know. But you see, we're not upset when we see these videos. See, women think that when we react to it or we talk about it, so why does it matter to you? Why make such a big deal about it? We're just perplexed. Ninja watching. I see you, Quick. Shout out to the Ninja Watches. I see you, brother. We're not upset when people ask these things, sir. We're just like confused. Like, are you an adult? Do you know how hard it is to get said things, Jurgen? Like, do you know how hard it is to move in these fashions, to work as hard? Because people are broke these days. But for some reason, we can see the news, we can see people talking about there's no jobs and people benefits are getting cut out and when people complain about the current administration, about this and that and the price of eggs, like, you cannot be complaining the price of eggs and saying you balling. Like, you can say, damn, these prices are high, but you're not complaining about it. You just realize that, damn, I gotta increase the budget now. But if you're crying that you're not no longer buying eggs, you can't say you balling. You know you're not getting to the bag like that. So if we see just as recently, people are complaining about grocery bills, just on grocery and going to getting things like that on the average, then we know that people are not making these salaries for the people that you're trying to date here. There's a reason why they call them the 1%, because it's the smallest population of people. If everybody was getting to the bag, we'll be in a utopia. Wouldn't this be like the Garden of Eden, like in the book of Genesis in the Bible? Like, oh, everybody's walking around all happy and smiling and all chipper and everybody's in good shape. How's it going? Yeah. It's great not being a brokey. Oh, God. Does broke even exist? You know, like, if everybody was getting it and we was in a utopia, we wouldn't see the things we're seeing. But for some reason, people want to put themselves in a position when it comes to dating. Oh, all these guys got money. But you're quick to say all these guys are broke, when in actuality, everybody's broke. But if you think you can get a $500,000 man, as a man, we're saying you're not going to be able to get that. We're not saying that. We're saying that you need to be on the watch to being on somebody's roster. Because if you think that $500,000 is no big deal, the men who make $500,000 knows it's a big deal, and they're going to treat you accordingly. So it's not that we're upset. It's not that we're mad. It's not that we want to beat these women down with a stick. We just can't believe that grown people act like this. And in the day and society today, you would think that in the age of technology that people would be smarter, but we're learning that each day people are just getting dumber and dumber and dumber by the day. And you're seeing that people are becoming retards, born retards, not even getting dropped in their head as babies. I said it. Yes, I did say the R word. I don't care. Because you know what, though, is actually a medical term. Even though I'm not using a medical term, but we got to be real here. People are moving like straight up retards. Like back in the day, you used to see the people with the helmets on their head and everything, and we knew how to spot them out. That's Mike over there. That's Big Helmet Mike. And we knew that Big Helmet Mike had some issues. But for some reason, we took the helmets off these people here. And now that the helmet's off and we don't see who's who until they open their mouths. Yes, I said it. I don't care that I said it. It needs to be said here. We live in a society of dumbasses. And for some reason, we got people that think that everybody's getting to the bag, when in actuality, only a small number is getting to the bag. Lord. But it is what it is. To each his own. She may find a guy making $500,000 a year, but it's probably in pesos or it's probably in that Nigerian currency. All right? Yes, exactly. Functioning morons and imbeciles. That's right. The price doesn't matter. We need the food and we need the gas diesel. So check it out, guys. Y'all ready for we're moving on now. Shout out to the main event. We rocked those 2 videos. I can see why you guys emailed that to me and why you wanted me to rock out with that, because that's just wild. Why is it? I want 500,000. Oh, how is that not so bad? I need 500,000. 500, nigga. I will get my magical nigga. Okay. Go ahead, rock on, girl. Hey, call back when you get that dude. You know, we want to see that man too, because if you do get that man, you need to bring that man to the front of the congregation, because we men of means know if that man is getting to the bag. All right, y'all ready for the next video? We're gonna rock on with another video here. Press. Oh, wait, before I even move on to the next video, shout out to my man. what was it? Y'all drop this in the chat here. Wait, let's not move on yet. Check it out. This is Ashley. All natural, no song shout out. Look at Ashley back in the day. Look at Ashley now. What do y'all think here? Y'all sent this to me. That was Ashley back in the day. This is Ashley now. She put in the work, y'all. Hey, I ain't mad at her. Hey, we got jokes for Ashley from time to time, but she put in the work. Y'all can't say nothing about that. She put in that work, y'all. Shout out to Ashley, putting in that work. Got that 20-inch waistline. All right, hold on here. Let me do this here. There's something else. Y'all, oh yeah, before we move on here too, y'all send me her TikTok. Hey, let's look at her TikTok before it bounce. Hey, let me pull up her TikTok, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, this looks kind of out of...
Okay, before I go to bed, we gotta have a little discussion because some of y'all be scaring me. Shelly B, I want some of you, Besheman who make up Ayaman Jabi. Ayaman Jabi online. Okay, it's looking cute, but in real life, you be looking like a straight masquerade. So automatically Saturday, we're going to do a makeup class. I don't know why your contour. I don't know why you don't be mixing that joint. You don't be blending it in. What? Emma could make a big one color for you. Like you're about to have a permanent tribal mark. Are you mad? Saturday, sharp. Okay, so before Saturday, I'm gonna give you a homework, okay?
Did she really just do the... Yo, normally I get emails and y'all come and say, Dave, you wrong for the... Yo, did she really just do the... Oh my God. Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. Y'all sent that to me. Hey, man. Is there... Hold on. Let me find one that shows how she looks before we move, okay?
Black car, party in the backyard.
Hold on.
Shawty got the black bra showing. Tatted up.
Okay, we get to see what she's working with here.
Black car, party in the backyard. Shawty got the black bra showing. Tatted up.
All right. We got to see how she looked, copyrights. Yeah, let's go on. Let's move on, guys. Let's move on. Let's do this here. Let me do this. Shout out to y'all for sending me that. So we got little details here. The guys will be crazy since August. Hey, man. Hey, what's going on, Leroy? Leroy in the building. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, I'm done. Pooh, man. We're going to move on. That's enough of that craziness. Then we gave her enough airtime. We did 2 videos and we looked at her TikTok. 2 TikToks. You know what I'm saying? We gave her enough airtime, brother. She got about a good hour on us. And you know what's gonna happen? You know, the way the algorithm's been working for me lately, someone's gonna forward her live over to me, my live over to her, and she's gonna be in my inbox pretty soon. You know, why are you talking about me? You ain't no good looking guy anyway. Hey man, let's keep it moving here. I got another video I want to react to, guys. Yo, let's get it going here, guys. All right, we're coming back. Let's react. Let's move on. Likes up in the building here. We're still here. Hour and a half into the game here. Let's go. Oh, we're back to Kendra here, y'all. We're back to Kendra.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Alicia.
Alicia, where you calling us from?
I'm calling from Hampton, Virginia.
Virginia, take the L.
Go to Hampton or you from Kendra G song? Did you go to, so you didn't go to Hampton?
No, I didn't.
Okay, it's for Hampton, VA, 757.
757.
How old are you, Alicia?
I'm 45.
Okay, what you do for a living, boo?
I'm actually a protection officer, so this is my second time on your show.
Okay.
Girl.
Second time.
I was at work and you picked me and I was like, oh my gosh. And so they started calling my job. I was like, Lord Jesus.
They started calling your job cousins. I told y'all, those are the cousins I hate. I was just saying earlier, I got some cousins I love and some cousins I just don't fuck with. And the ones that was calling your job are the cousins that I don't fuck with. Why would y'all call this girl's job?
They was calling my job. I was like, wait a minute. I was hanging up so fast.
Oh my God.
I was like, Lord Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You still got your job?
I think we reacted to her about a year ago, guys. I think I vaguely remember her face. She was working, like, I don't know, she's not like a nurse, but she works in some place. Yeah, now that I see her face now, it does ring a bell. We've done so many videos, guys. Lord, we're coming full circle when they come back like a year later. All right. So wait a minute. So since she's been on here before, this is time number 2, which means that she didn't get no results the first time I was here. So let's continue. Let's see what's going on here with this one.
Job though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, did you meet anybody?
No, unfortunately, I didn't. It was a lot of Africans, even though I don't have nothing against Africans, but it was a lot of people from different countries, I guess I would say.
Yeah, they try to get to America.
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah.
That has lowered since they're no longer able to be on the app. And listen, there's no hate. We understand. Listen, I understand the hustle. We just got to be honest with you. Listen, I already told the men before when they used to call in, they used to be like, I just want someone to love me. No, Tom, I want to get my ass out this country and I want to come to your country and I will be your man as long as I have to, according to the green card papers. And then once that shit's over, I'm going to leave your ass. And guess what? That honesty still might get you a closed deal because women might only need a man for like 2-3 years. Like, you know what, my kids, I just need somebody to help me raise these damn babies for about 3 years. Okay, come on, bring your ass over here from Nigeria. Try. Right. What you want to do? Okay, so I said, but they would come on and they would lie. Right. And they would say, I just want unconditional love. I don't want nobody in my country because nobody in their country ever good enough, which I don't understand. Right. But, so I apologize.
That's okay. That's okay.
Let me just comment on this here, people. Let's state this for the record. For my black women out there in the diaspora, my FBA sisters, don't fall for the banana tailpipe with these musty tethers who are from another country and they use something about, I don't mind an African man. Don't fall for the scam. If you go out there, they gonna milk you for every dime that you got, and then next you know, you're gonna be stuck out there. You're coming back to the States broke as hell, okay? And we already see it right now of our current administration that got several bans in several African countries here. So some of them are immediate. I don't know, and some of them are when they go into place right now, or whatever the case may be, but a lot of them are trying to find a way to get out of their country, do a hop, skip, and a jump, and go from one place to another so they can avoid not being stuck from where they're at because they are runners and they are fleers. They hate their homeland and they know what America's all about there, and they see that door opening up by y'all thirsty women. So y'all need to stop for the green card play and the immigrant play, because either you go there or they come here. You're getting set up for the okie doke here, all right? Hey, there's a reason why there's a travel ban. Some of them are trying harder as ever to come over here because they know you're their escape haven. Don't fall for it, ladies. Let's go.
Okay. That is okay.
All right, so let's try it again. You ready to try it again?
I'm ready to try it again. Let me take my head down.
So we got Lisa Hampton, Virginia, 45. Do you have any kids?
I am a mother of 4 sons.
4
sons. How old are your 4 sons?
My oldest son is 29, 24, 19, and 16.
Damn.
Are about to say amen?
No,
How
by
many?
2. My oldest son is by someone else, and my 3 sons is by my ex-husband.
Okay, when did you get divorced?
2019.
Okay. What's your zodiac sign?
Damn Zodiacs.
A Taurus.
Oh, what's your birthday?
April 21st.
Yeah, April 1st. Okay. Real quick, why did you get divorced? You don't gotta tell us if you don't want to.
I guess we just grew apart from each other. I was with him since I was 19. We got divorced when I was 39. So.
Okay, you're divorced when you're 39.
That's
All
not
right, so we got.
Hold on. That's not a real question. Why would you say, why'd you get divorced? You don't got to ask that. You don't got to answer it. You're on a, see, Come on, Kendra. This is why the things that get on people, they get on you, because it's a dating show here, and if someone's been divorced, we want to know why. And then what do we hear? The same old, same old. Well, we get since 19, it just didn't work out. We grew apart here. I don't think that man's going to say we just grew apart. Like, these are things that need to be asked here, you know, like, why'd you get divorced? Because if you went down that aisle, we need to know the reason why. But you see how things like that, and just lets women off the hook here. We're not trying to be like, trying to beat women down with a stick here, but if you're going to ask a question, you got to stand on it, because eventually she's going to have to answer that question to the guy here. Might as well put it out there on Front Street.
Alicia, Hampton, Virginia, 45 tourist, protections officer, mine of 4 kids by 2 men. One was her ex-husband. All right, girlfriend. And she's from Brooklyn, New York. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Let's get into it. New York, take the L.
What kind of man am I looking for? Someone that's going to be true, loyal, kind of a hard worker like me. I'm not too picky, but you know, somebody that can make me laugh. Genuine. A genuine heart.
A genuine heart, okay.
Yeah.
Should he look a certain way?
Get to these looks, y'all.
No, to me, as long as he got 2 eyes, I'm okay with that. You know,
she don't care.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not real picky. You know, because the ones that look horrible is the ones that actually treat you right. And then, from what I know in experience, as soon as you get with a guy that's not on your caliber, that's when all the females want to flock to him. So I'm not.
So as soon as you get with a guy that you feel is out of your league, all the women want him?
No, I'm not going to say out of my league. I'm talking about, I guess, far as like appearance-wise, face-wise. You know, not one of those light-skinned, Denzel Washington looking guys. You get a regular-looking guy, a lot of females just, you know, start paying them more attention once you get with them, kind of thing.
Ooh. A lot of females start paying them more attention. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the looks really don't matter. As long as he treat me, you know, right, I'm fine with that. Okay.
What about money? Does he make a certain amount of money?
Oh, money talk.
I ain't gonna say 200,000, 100,000, or nothing like that. You know, something where he can take care of himself and you know, provide for me as needed. You know,
Okay.
I got my own job. I pay my own bills, so you know.
All right.
If
If you got own bills. What about? Oh, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. Let's see. Will she do it? All right.
Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Let's see what she working with, y'all.
The Wi-Fi messing up a little bit, babe.
Oh man.
What do we got here?
Wait, hold up.
Show us what you're working with, mama.
Okay. Y'all got it, shape.
What do y'all think? Hold on, let me back up. Let me do it
Wait,
again.
hold
on.
up.
I missed it. So I was looking down. Hold on. Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Okay.
What do y'all think about that there? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Some of y'all might be looking for that. What do y'all think here? All right. If this is what y'all looking for, let me know, y'all.
Y'all got it, shape. Woo. So, Alicia, do you want the guy to be in Hampton?
Say that one more
You
time.
want him to be in Hampton?
No, he do not have to be in Hampton. I got a car. I can travel. Hopefully, he will have a vehicle too.
Okay, what's the age range you want to date? You're 45.
I would say my age range would be between 45 and 55, I would say.
Say again.
45 and 55. But to be honest with you, a lot of 35-year-olds been hitting me up lately. They be like, hey, Ma, how you doing? And you know what they say? I want to do grown people things with you. And I said, what is that? Pay bills? Because that's what grown people doing nowadays. We paying bills, young man.
Well, how low was he?
They be 35. It be a lot of them. I'd be like, let me guess, you about 35, right? They be like, yeah, how did you know? because I'm psychic and I just walk off. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not going to say a 35-year-old is not, you know, mature, because there's a lot of mature 35-year-olds. But I just, you know, I want them to live their life. At 35, you got a lot of life to live. I've already been married before. So
45. So what's the youngest?
I would say 45 to 55.
Okay, 45, 55. So when was your last relationship?
My last relationship was when I was married, to be honest.
And that was, when did you get divorced?
That was 2019.
Okay, so that's 6 years ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Glaze.
The last time I was intimate with somebody was last night.
Serious?
Yeah.
Fellas, this is why I played this video. Fellas, this is why I played this video. Ladies, when we hear that, when you say that you're single, that just means that you don't have a man that claims you, or you don't claim that man. Anytime they say they single, there is somebody out there that is clapping those cheeks and glazing them buns, guys. You see that? They got somebody that is dicking them down as we speak. Guys, these women they're getting their needs met. Someone's breaking that back. They have what we call a placeholder, or somebody who's there to be there. There is always somebody there who's the damn maintenance man, y'all. Don't let anybody tell it, I ain't got no man, I ain't got no what. No. They got somebody. It's just the fact it's the one they don't want to claim, or it's the one who won't marry them, or it's the one where that it's just something to kill some time because they got needs. Yo. I'm telling y'all guys, do not believe when they say that they don't have anybody, or I'm dating. When they say I'm single, no, it just means that somebody is not being claimed. That's all that means. It just means that somebody is not being claimed. Oh boy.
What you calling me for? What's up with him?
No, that's just my friend. He's just my friend. You know.
You ladies, okay, you the second lady.
Hold on. Y'all hear that, guy? See, guys, that's why you never believe, oh, he's just a friend. Oh, you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. You say he just a friend. That works on so many levels of he's just a friend. Where you thinking he's just a friend because you worried about she did behind your back. He's just a friend because she's singing. It's always he's just a friend. Guys, if it's just a friend, it's always more than just a friend. Oh my God. There we go. That's why we play this video today. This is the moment right here. Reason why I played this video. You hear all these things. I ain't had no relationship since my ex-husband. I've been single. I'm looking for the real thing. I was on your show last year and had nothing but African men. But when's the last time you had sex? Last night. Let's go.
Lady in the last week and a half that be calling me, let me give y'all some advice, okay? If you trying to get another man to be your man, having sex with your friend is not the way to reveal. Because no man wants to know you got a friend that when you get mad at him, you can go over Leroy house, your friend with benefits.
That's true.
Hey, Kendra's right on this one, y'all. You see, I like the ignorance bliss thing, because if I go into a situation and I know that you got a friend off the rip, we know you got friends. You know, ignorance is bliss. We know you got friends. But if I walk in knowing you got a friend before I get to know you, I know that whenever something's going to go down, whenever I'm busy, we get into an argument, it's going to be in the back of my head that you still getting down and dirty with just your friend. And also, guys, before we get back to play again, remember, women who only have guy friends is the biggest red flag because they smash all their guy friends. If anyone, I mean, I understand how women have a problem interacting with other women, but if they don't have at least one girlfriend, if they say they don't have no girlfriends and all they got is guy friends because they're one of the guys, no, she just likes getting down with her variety of all the different guys. Okay? So remember, if a woman don't have any other female friends and it's just those guy friends, she's smashing the one or she's smashing them all, guys. We're not mad at you, ladies. We just not falling for it right now. Because, fellas, you got to remember, just because she's a woman doesn't mean that she's the magical. They're all human beings as well. And human beings going to do what human beings going to do.
Well, remember, I'm going to give y'all a tip because I think the answer is you don't have to answer that question. It's the one question you can say, Kendra, I don't want to answer. If you have, now, let me tell you the only reason why men can get away with this. Because women don't really care. Y'all say y'all care, but if a man is fine and he got a woman in the background, I know the proof is in the pudding. I own dating apps. I own a dating app. Y'all still gonna reach out. So
Jay Walker, I'm stopping this for the reason here. I don't want to miss this. So wait, well, if you're unattractive, men aren't your friends either. They have you in the smash category, plain and simple. Thank you, Jay Walker. It's all about smashing. Let me just say, I didn't mean to pause it here, and Ken's going in. Ladies, even if you are the minority who you're not smashing your male friends, the majority of women who have nothing but guy friends is smashing those guy friends. Now, they may not be the complete 3 or 4 and they're smashing the entire section, but they got somebody in there, 1 or 2, a few of them, that is getting down and dirty and is busting them loins, okay? I'm not saying all y'all, we're saying the majority. Okay, because we've seen this playbook one too many times, and once it's been unveiled to us, you can't bring it back in there. Once Jack come out the box, you can't put Jack back in. All right, let's go back. But T. Orlando say, I have a couple of friends I've been piping for years. See, there you go. This is what, see, T. Orlando been quiet this whole time here because he's doing his yard work right now, right? There you go. T. Orlando will tell you straight up, I got friends and I've been piping them for years. And then, matter of fact, guys, let y'all know, when I had my friends and everything like that, before the kids came into play, I had friends that was being piped for years, and I was just a friend. And you know what, though? When I learned that game, when I was just a friend, I didn't even argue. You know why? I said she can just call me her friend because if she calls me to smash, I'm going to go ahead and oblige to go ahead and smack in that ass, right? Because I'm not going to, during that time period, I'm not going to interrupt an opportunity for some cheeks clapping because she going to tell me I'm her friend. Because once I got to that realization, I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be her man. I see how she moves, but every now and then, if I got nothing going on and she hits me up for a session, I'm not going to say no then. It's straight up, out of sight, out of mind here. And you know what? I've seen that so many times where I'm like, all right, I get the game playbook now. That's your friend? Your friend in Smash Brothers. Yeah. Now let's continue here.
So I know y'all be talking a lot of shit, but I know the data. So it should work in a man's favor, but it can't.
Married friend too. Look
but
at that.
It's really not going to work in a woman's favor unless it's a guy from Africa who just want to get to the country. He don't give a damn if your man live with you too, because he's trying to live with you because he wants to be here. He don't care if your baby daddy live with you because he trying to get out of his country. That's the only man that's watching my show that don't give a damn if you slept with somebody in the last 24 hours. Every other decent man gonna care. So ladies, stop saying it.
Okay. Well,
because now, Alicia, I'm gonna let you know they're gonna judge you for having sex 24 hours ago.
well, I can say this. Even though I had sex 24 hours ago, guys and girls, don't judge me because I did take a shower. So with that being said, I'm just like, at the end of the day, listen, I am single, been divorced since 2019. I work hard. Sometimes here and there, I got to have somebody come over and rub my feet now.
Listen, I understand the
Y'all hear that? That's how they all move. I gotta have someone rub my feet every now and then. Look at Tierra, damn, she still gotta come. Still gotta come back. Come on, Tierra Orlando. That's wrong. Wow, you came with it. Still gotta come. Hey, guys, some of the men act like, how is this possible, right? Because a lot of us ain't getting booty like that. A lot of us got desert dick, okay? You zip your pants too fast down the zipper there, you might start sparking a fire because of how much stuff is not going down with y'all, right? So this girl, she's like, I gotta have this and I gotta have that, right? And that's fine. We understand that. But by saying that, we know who's in the back corner. We know who's in the back door. They're literally here. And fellas, you gotta understand that here. They always got somebody there. They always go there. And then the thing that, fellas, if you knew the guy who was that guy that was busting it down, if the men who she could actually see that man, those men would never even look her way. I guarantee you this is a lesser than man. This is a Pookie, Ray Ray, Dusty, Daryl, Tyrone. If it's a white guy, it's White Mike, baby. It's White Mike. He got that the John B hairstyle. Don't listen to what people say. They don't know about you and me. I'm telling you. It's always going down like that, people. Let's continue.
Physical requirement for a touch, but the men watching just gonna make their assumptions, right? And we always say don't judge, but they're gonna judge. I'm trying to tell you, yeah. But we're neither here nor there.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yes, you grown and you doing grown woman things. So, and that's just what it is. You said a guy doesn't have to be handsome. 3 flaws you have to work on.
3 flaws I have to work on. For one, folding up my clothes. After I do my laundry, that's definitely one of them. That's my biggest problem in life. Washing clothes and don't fold my laundry right after. And then it piles up to like 2 pounds, and then I'll be like, oh my gosh, this is a mess.
Hold up, before she continues, she just told y'all she dirty as hell of her housework, y'all. Hey. She didn't just say fold her clothes. She mentioned washing and folding clothes. I get it when people are lazy. You leave it like, I leave my clothes in the dryer. I be lazy as hell at times. She mentioned washing too. Yo, y'all. She even mentioned earlier when she heard, I did take a bath after I got it in last night. Yo, I'm sensing, I'm not trying to be mean, y'all. I'm not trying to be bad. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm sensing some hygiene issues. Ooh, no. Help us, Lord, help us.
So that's one. The second thing that I would have to work on is telling people no more often. That's definitely another thing. Because a lot of times I stress myself out for things that I should have said no. As far as like work, they be like, can you come in and work an extra 4 hours? And I'll be like, yeah, I can come in. But then when I get there, I'll be like, I should have said no. So that's the second thing I could work on. The third thing that I could work on would be not telling the truth all the time. Because as you see, that didn't work when you asked that question. So that's another truth. Yeah, I said not telling it all the time.
No, that was fine. Maybe oversharing is what you mean.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, oversharing. That's right.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Alicia?
For one, because I work hard. I pay my own bills. I know how to cook. I'm funny. I'm a tourist. My kids is almost grown, so it ain't like I got baby daddy drama or problems or anything like that. And I'm peaceful. I'm a help. I'm not a hinder. So those would be most of my reasons why.
All right. And let's do it. You're on the Kendra G Singles dating app, correct?
Yes.
What's your name on the app?
Hold on. I believe it's my name. Up there.
How you spell
I would have to go
your
to
name?
ELLISHA.
Oh, Ellisha. What's Ellisha? It's not there.
All right, so I would have to go to the dating app to
Yeah. Well, download the dating app. That's the only. That's the only
I
contact
already have
info
the
you
dating app that is downloaded on my phone. I just don't remember my
Okay.
name up there. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't go up there that much.
Okay, well, that's what you needed to know before you call me, because that's the only contact you can share. See, this opportunity, y'all understand the magnitude of this opportunity. I'm giving you an opportunity to share how a person can reach out to you from anywhere in the world, and you're not prepared, girl.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Well, you the one that got to do with it, not us. You say you want to meet somebody. Well, if not, you got your friends with benefit and Q. What? Oh, God. If you get your username, let me know, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Bye, baby.
I'll tune back in. Peace,
Bye,
y'all.
Priya.
Good night.
Good night. Kendra G.
All right, y'all. That's the end of that one there. Oh, I played that for a reason. Let me get to this super. Shout out to my man Leroy in the building, dropping the $2 holla, pushing the blue plates in the chat, saying, and this is why they get downgraded to Africans. Oh, damn. Damn, Leroy. Oh, damn, Leroy. Hey, Leroy, hey, brother, Salude. Thank you for the holla. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And right back at you with the super. Appreciate you, brother. What's going on, Go Craig? Craig, good to see you. How you doing? I played that for a reason. That last part, everything seemed like it was like a regular video, somebody, a single mother, middle age, looking for, on Kendra's show, woody, woody, woo. Then out of left field, we hear, I got my buns glazed last night. I haven't been in a relationship since my ex-husband. I'm divorced. I got 4 kids by 2 different men. I have not had a relationship. I am single. I am single. I ain't had a relationship in years. I just been minding my business. I just been working, taking care of my kids, taking care of my house. I'm single. I'm not doing anything. All right, then when's the last time you had sex? Oh, last night. But you know what though? The total opposite. If you ask the guy, the average guy would not have that same answer when it comes to the average woman, because these women always have somebody. And it's a different day and age here in 2025 as we move on here. When women say that they're single, it doesn't mean that they don't have a man. It doesn't mean that they don't have a situationship. It doesn't mean that someone's not there glazing loins. Okay? They're getting their needs met. They're getting down and dirty and down, okay? And that should let you guys know, fellas, that the man who's glazing them loins is either that a lesser than man who that she's just dealing with because she's comfortable with him, or she is the side piece and that man ain't claiming her, but she's happy to be in his presence because she know that she can't do better for the time period here. But just know, fellas, that if you know this walking in the gate, because I know ignorance is bliss. You want to believe that she's single. She ain't got no one. She's been working on herself and she's been manifesting, right? But just know, let it be an argument. Let some get out of pocket or whatever the case may be. And then she's going to slide and dip right back to the man who's comfortable with, because she knows that dude ain't going nowhere, or she knows that she ain't going nowhere as long as she is that man's option, okay? Oh, my God. So fellas, be careful, be looking out for them things. But like I said, they got somebody. And ladies, we're not mad. We just want y'all to be honest. When you're honest, then we can slot you where we're going to slot you, because eventually we're going to find out the truth anyway. You might as well know the truth in the beginning and not the end. If you are bust down behavior, it's cool. We can be bust down behavior. If we think we can see you as wifey material, we going to know that right away, right? But the lies ain't going to save you, though. The lies ain't going to save you. So, hey, I wish you the best, but just knowing that type of energy, just understand this here. Wish people the best, but that kind of energy, people receive that. And either that's gonna draw that kind of energy back to those kind of people, or it's gonna repel. Even if you're looking for something, if your activity and energy is off, it's just gonna repel the people who you thinking you're attracted. You know, Tierland says, Sheila, you can get flued out whenever you want. There goes Tierlando, regular flued out. You know, Tierland gonna drop that flued out offers, y'all. So if y'all looking to be flued out, Sheila and any other ladies here, Tierlando's gonna be dropping that every now and again. All right, y'all. You know, hey guys, I'm gonna get out of here a little bit early. Let me do it here. I'm getting out a little bit early, guys. We've been here for 2 hours. I got things to do. I got work to take care of here. But I appreciate everybody for chiming in for the tap in right now. I need you guys to comment, like, subscribe, click on that bell notification below. If you are subscribed and you did not get the notification, I need you to unsubscribe, then resubscribe, then click on that bell notification, okay? Also, if you want to support the channel, it doesn't matter during the live stream or off hours. You can drop a super chat, super thanks, super stickers, or a cash app at any time. If you drop the holla, I will do it on the next live stream. Shout out to you, Rod Walker, because he dropped me a cash app on Upper Echelon's channel, and I gave him a shout out on Tuesday's live stream. So thank you everybody for pulling through. We'll probably, if work doesn't kick my butt, we'll be back this weekend. I got a couple of things to look out for. So make sure that you subscribe, look out for the thumbnails, and we'll be back later. But until then, I'm that dude named Dave. Deuces, people.